Hallo alle miteinander, einen schönen guten Tag von Deutschland, aus Berlin. Ich bin Saskia und ich habe den Film gemacht. Hier neben mir ist Hector, mein Komponist. Wir haben zusammen gearbeitet und haben gute Arbeit geleistet bei unserem Film. 3 Caballeros Arbeitstitel und zum Schluss war dann Vamos Caballeros, mexikanischer Titel.
Hola a todos en México, saludos desde Berlín. Aquí está la directora Saskia Hoffmann, que es la directora del corto, que es la creadora en sí de toda la historia, de todo el proyecto, que es la que lo desarrolló, que aquí hizo las figuras mismas, la que pues entonces fue como la guía de todo el proyecto, es la que dio todas las direcciones de todo, desde la edición, la música, el sonido y todo. Entonces realmente se encargó de todo y estuvo muy atenta en absolutamente cada detalle. Así nos conocimos porque le hice la música para su película y bueno, vamos a comenzar unas preguntas a ver qué nos dicen.
It didn't take 10 years, it takes just 8 years, but that's a long time, I think so. But I've done everything myself. In the post-production it's another way, but in pre-production I've done everything myself. I look after the figures and the characters and how they look like and what the character is, and the set design, and build the set, and I did the storyboarding and so on and so on. And if everything is ready, I build the set, the buildings, and I think to myself, what is about with the lights and with the camera and so on. That's the way that it takes 8 years. It was funny. I'm looking MTV or Viva, I don't remember, and I seen a video from Seed. It's a very famous and popular band in Berlin, and they made a video. It called Dancing Caballeros, and I'm a big fan of Western and so on, and so I think to myself, I could make a Western in stop motion, and so the idea was born and I worked for it. I think it was perhaps it is a little bit falling in love with the story or with the figures, and it is like your baby. When you are beginning to work with it, you're going further and further, and one day you think to yourself, when you stop now, it's everything over, and you have waste your time, and I want to have this film in a finished way, so I go further and further, and I think it's okay, now the film is finished and I can look after other pieces and other stuff. So there are a lot of errors all the time, all the day. When I came into my room, the light is smashed out, and I always think about what can I do. Okay, I fetch the technique and say look after the lights, and after that I go to my camera, film is over or whatever. All my figures are smashed or I have to fix them. Every day there are some problems that you have to look after. I did my film in 35mm. It was a special camera. It was a trick camera. It's called a CAS, and I don't want to shoot it in digital with a digital camera because I want to make it from with old stuff with 35mm. It gives you a more, in German you say it's a more. I like it more, and the pictures are better, I think. The kind of animation, it is animation, and this kind of animation is called stop motion. You've got whatever you want, and you go to your figure. In this case, it's a human being, and you move a little bit, and you go to your camera, make a photo, and go back to your figure, make a little movement, and go to your camera and make a photo, and so on and so on. And if you're looking this in a whole film, it is a movement, and you have to look if the movement is right or the movement is not good, and so you have to begin again. It's easy to answer because I have got a Western with 3 guys who are Mexican looking, and when I heard that the actor is Mexican, I thought to myself, it's okay, that's fine, that's best, and we meet each other and talk a little bit, and I told him what I wanted to have as my music. And I think we were good together because it doesn't make so much. It takes, I think, 1 month or 2, and the music was made. Well, it was a good work with Hector.
Oh well, she had like a really concrete idea what she wanted. She showed me like a lot of examples of what she wanted, like Calexico or something like this Western music, or more like this mariachi but Western. So we hear a lot of examples so that I knew what she wanted. So I don't know, I tried couple of things, and then we were happy both. And so I don't know, it was just really quickly that really we understood each other really quickly, and that's why people did
like, broke in one line.
Yeah. Science, I don't know, 7, 8 years, something like that. Maybe 9. I really don't know, like 7, 8 years. But it was the only film that I had with Mexican music. Oh well, it's like a
big school.
Yeah, it's a really big school with a lot of like, I don't know, like degrees. Yeah, you have all the studies like I don't know, like acting, directing, producing, and film scoring, sound, animation, like everything. Like you can specialize yourself in anything. And we are all in the same building. That's why we all make like projects with all films with all the students together. That's why we are all like, we learn all together, and that's really cool because you don't just learn how to do it, but you do it the whole time with all projects or films with the other students. Oh well, it was wonderful. It was a premiere from orchestral work from me, like I don't know, like in February was it, when it was like a big piece for orchestra and soprano, and I don't know what to say. It was just wonderful. Oh well, I don't know, because there's another kind of music. Vamos Caballeros is more like funny music, more like, I don't know, more like this, I don't know. I think the Philharmonic is more a place for, I don't know, you know that public, the audience is just like, they just like other things. That all these like Western things. But it was really a lot of fun, a little funny to make all this music, because it was my first time to make like this mariachi style. And it was really funny because I was during the summer 2009 in Mexico. So I recorded the whole music in Mexico, in San Luis Potosí, with a lot of friends of mine. They are all musicians. So we had like this real Mexican sound because of that, because we are like really with, I don't know, with like mariachi trumpet players and something like that, all real. That's why we had like this original sound. Say like that.
Oh, well, they love Western, and I think they love the film. They think it's a very special story about puppets who remark that they're just puppets in a film, and yes, they love it, and they like the music very much.
Oh well, in this case, it was really important because you don't have like dialogue or something like that. They are more like you just have the image and the music. So we wanted to make like a whole, like to complete all the film with the music. Like you have the story and you have the characters, but maybe you need some like atmosphere to make it more like, for example, the first scene. We wanted to make it like really warm, like you really have to know you are in the desert and that's really warm, and you have to know you are in like in Mexico and Texas. So because you have to make it clear for the whole audience that you are there. So if you make like music like this hot and you are maybe in Mexico or in Texas, I don't know where, and then you can like be like quickly in the film if you know these things already at the beginning of the film.
Yeah, it's to feel the heat and the dust and the desert.
And also it's like a mural from the characters, because they're all like Mexican or something like that. That's why if you hear this music, if you doubt if they are Mexican or not, you know and know that because you hear that. Oh, they were all Western guitars, but there are a lot of effects also. There are a lot like, not like normal plays, but like, I don't know, like all this, I don't know the name from these effects, like this swang and something like that, and all this candy and something like that. But there are like 3 or 4 guitars in the film. There are not like only 1 or 2. But we had like a really like guitar ensemble or something like that, and like a guitarron and 2 trumpets on a violin at the end, and that was also our ensemble.
My advice when someone wants to study film is to be possessed of it, because if you are not possessed, sometimes you will think about, oh, I don't want to make it further, it is too hard for me, because every day you have to you are confronted with problems, with bad persons, someone who don't want you to come further, whatever. It is a hard way, and so I think someone has to be possessed about film, and I think that's it.
You really have to love what you make, because there is a lot of moments where you're really where a lot of problems come, and you really have to be convinced that that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You have to be also like really open, because there's nothing to do alone. It's always like a lot of people you need. I mean, it's not only people you really like or what. maybe it's people you don't like, but you need these people to make a lot of compromise. I don't know what, and you have to be like really open, and you have to be like I don't know.
Perhaps one advice to be fair and don't lose yourself. Okay, I know Chihuahua is very funny because when I say I've got an interview with Chihuahua, everybody says, what Chihuahua? It's a dog. Because everybody here in Germany just know Chihuahua. It was a little dog. But they don't know that that's a city in Mexico. But I say perhaps the Chihuahua dog is coming from Mexico, I don't know.
I don't know so much. I mean, I know.
I'm so happy about that because he's Mexican.
I know that's the biggest state in Mexico, and I know there is always hot there. I don't know, with this big desert, and you have Ciudad Juarez there, and I don't know much. It's really. I'm sorry, I really don't know much.
Perhaps one day I'll visit Chihuahua. I don't know.
Well, I hope you enjoy the film.
Me too.
We hope, of course.
Yes.
And I hope, I don't know, if you really want to do something like that, that you really have, you know, the mood?
Yeah, don't have fear to do that.
Yeah, you have to really be like really brave. You don't be afraid of what you want to do, because it's really hard and it's really painful sometimes.
But I think.
But it's great.
Yeah.
It's really great. And
yes.
if you love it, you should
love
do it.
You will love it. You've got some problems, but you will love it. And now I say goodbye to Chihuahua. Perhaps I visit you one day, and I say goodbye from Berlin.
Bueno, muchos saludos a todos allá en Chihuahua y espero que estén muy bien todos y ojalá algún día podamos visitarlos de verdad. Y bueno, hasta pronto.
Hasta pronto.
Chao.
Chao.